Hey guys, this is the International Racing League YouTube channel, and welcome to the 6th race of the International Sim Racing League, the Alabama Gang 500. Last time at Charlotte for the Patriotic 600, we had a caution-free race, but it was pretty intense, and we saw a lot of lead changes throughout the race. We saw a lot of double file racing, but at some points in the race, we saw guys going 3 wide. And even at one point in the race, we saw some guys going 4 wide. It was pretty impressive that everyone made it through 600 miles without wrecking. But in the end, it was LF who was able to hold everyone off on the last lap, and he was able to get his first win in the season for the ISRL. Now this time around for the 6th race of the season, they'll be racing at the longest track of the season at Talladega Superspeedway. A 2.66 mile racetrack. They'll be taking on 500 miles, 19 laps. This is one of the very few tracks in the season where you expect a big one. A big wreck where half the field gets taken out, maybe even more than half the field. You don't question if it's going to happen, you question when it's going to happen. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty good race to tune into. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and hear the command for the Alabama Gang 500. The drivers are firing up their cars now, and they will be rolling off pit road right about now. Egg NASCAR and a number 21 Ford, your ISRL Daytona 500 champion, will be starting on the pole for today's race. Egg, ever since he won the Daytona 500 at the beginning of the season, has not been having good runs in the races after that. We're halfway through the season, and Egg's not even close to being in the battle for the championship. Looking back at the point standings, he's like around 8th to 10th in the point standings. He's not been doing good at all ever since he won the Daytona 500. Since he got the pole here for Talladega, let's see if he can hold off everyone for his second win of the season and he can sweep both of the super speedway races. We'll see. Starting beside him in second place is Joey Hughes. Speaking of point standings, Joey Hughes, he's been very consistent throughout the season. So consistent that he's your points leader heading into this race. He's like 20 points ahead of second place in the point standings, Kodan God, who's actually going to be starting third today, right behind Egg. Now back to Joey Hughes. He has not won a race yet in the season. Even though he's been consistent, he's not gotten a win so far in the season. Let's see if he can snap that winless streak and finally get a win here at Talladega in that number 3 Dale Earnhardt looking paint scheme. And now here we go as the drivers come off of turn 4. Here we go. 500 miles, 2.66 miles is the length of this racetrack, and 19 laps. The pace car pulls off on the pit road. Egg NASCAR and Joey Hughes will lead the field to the green flag. Here they come to the tri-oval. And let's do it. Here we go. Who's going to get the win here at Talladega, the longest track of the season? Let's find out. The flagman's waving the green, and we're on the way here at Talladega for the Alabama Gang 500. And it didn't take them long for them to go 3 wide. Kodan God, who's second place in the point standings, is making it 3 wide for the lead. Little Ass Mother following him, making it 3 wide on YFC and Brennan Devine. As they roll through the backstretch for the first time here today. Already 3 by 3 by 3. Egg NASCAR already falling to the back. It didn't take him long to fall to the back. And he's dragging Joey Hughes with him. Little Ass Mother peeking underneath Kodan God. They're both side by side as they come through the tri-oval. And let's see who will lead the first lap. Kodan God by a nose. He will lead the first lap here at Talladega. But Lil Last Munner being on the inside, he will have the advantage and he will take the lead away from Kodan God. Now here comes Jake M706 and Fish Productions to the front. They're all 3 by 3 behind Lil Last Munner on the backstretch. Jake M chasing down Lil Last Munner. And now Jake M's going to leave the bottom open. That's going to let Fish take it. But Fish let the bottom open as well, letting Jake 24 also take that. Now Fish, Jake, and Jake 24 are 3 wide. Oh, now Just Notice will take them 4 wide. Here we go. Fish Productions will back off. He will get behind Jake 24 and they're back to being 3 by 3. Lil Last Munner right now with a pretty good lead. Joey Hughes is back to being up front. Now here comes HS. Going underneath Joey Hughes and Justin. YFC following behind HS. Now YFC is going to make it 3 wide on Joey and HS. Meanwhile, Lil Last Munner with a pretty good lead. He will lead yet another lap, and they're going 4 wide again. Train Boy making a daredevil move on the inside. And they're still 4 wide back there. Train Boy trying to chase down Lil Last Munner. Munner seemed like he was trying to block out left in case if he had a run on the inside. They're 4 wide back in the pack. Now here comes LF to the inside for the lead. LF and Munner side by side. LF is going to get the advantage on the bottom and he's barely going to be able to lead that lap. By a nose. Now here comes Racing Jimmy. Coming to maybe help LF. LF's going to leave the bottom open. Will Jimmy take it? Yes, he will. He's got Joey Hughes and YFC behind him. Egg NASCAR stuck in the middle lane. And now Jimmy to the front here at Talladega on lap 5. Now Jimmy's going to leave the bottom open. That's going to let Joey Hughes take it. But YFC is going to make it 3 wide on both of them for the lead. And they're 4 wide behind Joey Hughes, Jimmy, and YFC. That was a close call to see who led the lap. Apparently it was Joey Hughes who led the lap. And they're still 4 wide. Oh, never mind. Jimmy led off on the high side. Now here comes Penske to the front. Penske getting a push from a couple Fords actually. HS and Fish Productions. So we got a Ford train going on right behind YFC. Oh, Fish Productions moving to the inside of HS. Train Boy moves underneath Fish. They're going to be 4 wide behind YFC. My goodness. That's going to let YFC open up the gap for the lead. And now Train Boy chasing down YFC. He's going to get to him. And now he's going to look underneath YFC. LF is going to follow him. Meanwhile, Kodan's going to stick by YFC. But they don't really have any help. That's going to give Train Boy the advantage since he's got 3 cars behind him. And it's going to give Train Boy the lead. Now LF peeking underneath Train Boy. He was your winner from the Patriotic 600 last race. And now he's going to go to the lead here at Talladega. Now here comes Modern Racing Jimmy behind LF. LF was barely able to lead that lap. Jimmy now looking underneath Mutter for second place. He's got Jake M and HS behind him. Oh, Jake M's out, is gonna ditch Racing Jimmy. He's gonna want to go to second himself. Jake's gonna leave the bottom open. HS is gonna take it, but Joey Hughes is gonna barely peek underneath HS, and now they're 3 wide behind LF for second. We're pretty much coming across the halfway point here in the race already. Surprisingly, there hasn't been a wreck yet, which is good that these guys are taking it safely. But I'm pretty sure a wreck's gonna eventually happen soon. Pretty much at the end of the race, I guess. Maybe when they get all aggressive and stuff. Now here comes Justin Orals to the inside of Joey Hughes for second place. Oh, and Penske. Ooh, Kodine making it 3 wide on Penske and Justin. We've seen this pattern going on off of turn 4 that the second place guy will leave the bottom open. They're 4 wide, by the way. The second place guy will leave the bottom open, and then the third place guy will take it. But then the fourth place guy will take the bottom away from the third place guy, and they'll get 3 wide, maybe 4 wide behind the leader. Not quite sure why it keeps happening though. YFC to the inside of Fish Productions. Fish not doing a good job pushing Egg. He isn't even really pushing him. Now here comes YFC to the bottom, trying to take the lead away from LF. YFC back to the front here at Talladega. He's got Mutter and Trainboy behind him. Mutter's gonna ditch YFC, and he's gonna go to the lead here in turns 1 and 2. Jamie going to the inside of Trainboy for second. Jake M making it 3 wide on Racing Jimmy and Trainboy. Jimmy's gonna shut Jake M's door off. Jimmy's gonna remain in second place. Less than 10 laps to go here at Talladega. Penske's gonna make it 3 wide on Jake M and Jimmy. Now Penske moving up to second place. Oh, and Brennan Devine's gonna make it 4 wide even for second. Oh boy. Now they're starting to form 4 wide back in the pack. Here comes Brennan Devine with a run, going to the inside of Mutter for first place. Mutter and Brennan side by side for the lead, but Brennan being on the preferred lane on the low side, on the bottom side, is gonna let him have the lead. Jake 24 is gonna follow him, and HS was gonna go underneath Kodine when Kodine was going underneath Jake 24, and now here comes Joey Hughes up to second, making it 4 wide on those 2 Fords and Chevrolet. Surprised that we haven't seen a wreck yet. This is the second time that I've said this, but I'm honestly quite surprised these guys are being careful with one another. Ooh, Joey Hughes tried to look underneath Brendan, but Brendan shut his door off. Or he shut the door on him. Whoa! Jake M and Jimmy to the apron. Now here comes Joey Hughes to the inside of Brendan Devine for the lead. Not quite sure what happened with Jake M and Jimmy. I think Jimmy tagged Jake M, and they both almost went around. But they both were able to save their cars and keep it rolling. Now Joey Hughes is back to the front. Now here comes YFC and Justin Oils with a big run. YFC to the inside, getting help from Justin. Now YFC back to the lead. This is like the third time now here at Talladega that YFC has been up front in the lead. Now here comes Penske, making it 3 wide for second. Joey Hughes getting forced all the way high up the track by Ag NASCAR. And they're 4 wide behind Joey Hughes, or actually no, YFC, my bad. Here we go. Now that we're less than 5 to go, things are going to get interesting. Here comes Kodine God and Penske to the bottom. Kodine's going to ditch Penske. Now they're 3 wide for the lead here. Now here comes LF and Jake 24. Kodine to the front here at Talladega. Oh, he's going to leave the bottom up. And oh, Mutter's going to make it 3 wide on Jake 24 and Kodine. 3 wide for the lead here. 4 to go. Four wide mid-pack. Oh boy, here comes Fish Productions to the front. Getting a push from Train Boy. They're all 3x3x3 behind Mutter and HS. By the way, where did HS come from? He just came out of nowhere and now he's up to second. I didn't even notice that. Ooh, Train Boy going underneath Fish Productions for third place. HS trying to stay on Mutter's draft, trying to chase him down. Here comes Brendan Devine and Train Boy, both helping one another. Train Boy goes to the inside of HS, but Brennan doesn't go with him. Brennan's gonna go with HS instead. Train Boy with no help on the inside. Now Egg goes with him. Coming to the last 2 laps here at Talladega. So far, Mutter's your leader. Train Boy second. Egg's gonna make it 3 wide on HS and Train Boy. Now here comes Jimmy behind Egg. 2 to go. Mutter so far with a pretty good lead on everyone else. 3x3x3 behind Mutter. This is exactly what he wants. Everyone to battle behind him. Now here comes Jake M to the front. Ooh, Jimmy's trying to block him for second. Here comes Kodine as well on the bottom lane. Jimmy catching up to Mutter. Staying in this draft. It will be the last lap this time by. Here comes Kodine to the inside of Jimmy for second place. I think Jimmy was trying to plan something. He was staying behind Mutter. And Kodine went underneath him for second. Last lap. And Kodine, here he comes with a big run. He's going to go underneath Mutter for the lead here. Mutter to the front. Kodine to the front. Here at Talladega. Now here comes LF and Penske. Penske goes out to ditch LF to the backstretch for the final time. Can Kodine block all 3 lanes at once? Penske's going to get some help from Jake 24 and Fish Productions. That's going to give him a huge push and a huge amount of momentum coming off of the corner. Here they come over 4 for the final time. Jake 24 is going to ditch Penske. Penske to the high side. Fish going to pass Jake 24 for third. And as they come through the tri-oval, it ain't going to be enough. Codine God, he's gonna win here at Talladega, and he's gonna get his second win of the season in the ISRL. Wow. Penske tried one more time on the front stretch. He tried to get past Codine, but it wasn't enough. You saw Penske trying to pass him as they came off of the trial, but it just wasn't enough. And Codine was able to hold everyone off for his first or his second win of the season for the ISRL here at Talladega Superspeedway. Wow. Oh, you gotta feel bad for Mutter. He was leading the last couple laps, but he was just not able to block Codine in time. Codine had such a big run coming off of turn 4 with 2 to go. He got past Penske, I believe. No, wait. Was it Penske? Or Jimmy? Not quite sure, but he got past the second place guy, and then he got past Mutter. Wow. What a run Codine had off of 4 and through the trial with 2 to go. And he was able to hold everyone off for the rest of the last lap to get the win. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the top 10 here after Talladega. Codine God wins. Penske finishes second. Fish Productions third. We had a Ford top 3. That's impressive. Jake 24 fourth. HS 5th. LF 6th. Justin Oro 7th, Racing Jimmy 8th, Trainboy 9th, and YFC will wrap up the top 10. Wow. Taking a look at the point standings after Talladega, Codine God's now your new points leader. After that second win that he got at Talladega, it moved him up to first place in the point standings. Joey Hughes, it was your points leader before Talladega. He now moved down to second. He is 25 points behind Codine, so he has a lot of work to do now. LF will move up to third, being 30 points behind Codine. Racing Jimmy 48 is now fourth, being 42 points behind Codine. And Justin Oro is fifth place in the point standings, being 50 points behind Codine. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope everyone enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. This is the International Racing League YouTube channel, and we will see you guys in the next race at Michigan.